What up, Mr. Hip Hop Vegan coming with another video. My purpose in life is to serve 1 billion people through meditation and yogi sciences. However, today what we want to talk about is the top 5 books that you're going to need, all my vegan people are going to need for 2020, with the election coming up, with the all the political shit that's going to come up, all the health risks that's going to come up, because you know there's going to be a lot of shit going down with chemicals. Every time during election is crazy season. People just try to find different ways to get over on people. Watch out for the snakes in the grass. Cut your grass outside so you can see the snakes coming out. Watch out for the snakes. Once again, it can be family members, it can be loved ones. Just watch out. But these are going to be the top 5 books I think that you're going to need for 2020 for you guys. However, it's going to be 6. I got an extra one that you're going to need. And this is in no particular order. I just think these are very important for now, what you're going to need for 2020. Before I go on, please like the video, share the video. If you want to get the books, I'm going to put the books in the description so you can order them from Amazon. If I was you, get all five or 6 of these books, and if you got them already, start reading. I think these books are going to be the main books that you're going to need, even if you have to recycle them and read them over and over and over until it gets into your subconscious mind and it gets into your physical brain. So these are going to be the top 5 books that you're going to need for 2020, guys. It's going to be very important. 2020 election year. There's going to be a lot of online bullying happening. There's going to be a lot of people upset. There's going to be a lot of upset people. So you're gonna have to watch your surroundings, what you wear and what you say and what you do, and what you believe in, because it's just going to be a crazy. It's going to be election time. Like every 4 years, when election times happen, we live in this crazy world, and people get crazy when the person that they want don't win. If it's Trump, if it's whoever it is. The reason why these books are important, because these books are going to make you your president in your home. It's going to make you important with yourself and your people that you're creating. And that's why I think these books are important. So the first book we're going to go to is George Clason, The Richest Man in Babylon. I read this book a couple of times. It's an easy read. 143 pages. This right here, for all my vegan people, you gotta get your finances correct. You gotta learn how to say how to deal with money and what money really is. And what I like about this book, it tells you in the story form on how to invest your money and what you do with your money in a story form. And you know, it's no excuses. If you say you got no time, you can also get the audiobook. But I like this, have this copy on you all the time. So Richest Man in Babylon by George Clason. Very important book that you need. Look, this right here will save you 2 years of college right here, and save you a lifetime in your life right here. So The Richest Man in Babylon, get that book. It's important. Once again, The Richest Man in Babylon. If you haven't read it, go read it. If you read it and don't have it, go buy it again. I believe this book is very important for 2020, because if you don't like the person who's running the show, then you have to find a way to make your money right. So, Richest Man in Babylon. The next book I'm gonna say is a cult classic. Everybody should. This book you should mandatory high school reading, even middle school reading. Think and Grow Rich. I got the hardcover copy because this should be everybody's Bible right here. If you, depending on what religion you're in, you should have, if you're Christian, have your Bible, and this Think and Grow Rich should be right behind your Bible. If you're Muslim, it should be right behind your Quran. If you're Jewish, you know, the Kabbalah and all that stuff like that. Whatever you think is your religion, and then you're not in the place that you need to be in, Think and Grow Rich. It gives you the steps by steps on what you have to do to elevate your life. And if you're down here, to elevate your life up here. So if you haven't read this book, If I was you, get the audiobook and get the physical copy. All these books, get the audiobook as well. It's gonna be one of them or two of them that doesn't have, or maybe three of them that doesn't have an audiobook. But this right here, Think and Grow Rich, they got the video on YouTube. If you want to watch the audiobook or listen to the audiobook on YouTube, they have it on YouTube. Think and Grow Rich. It just breaks down a step-by-step on what you have to do, how to create your team, why you need your team. It tells you in different stories and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure you heard of this book by Napoleon Hill, the complete classic text, Think and Grow Rich. You need this book in your library. If you don't read this book, you need to have in your library. These right here goes hand in hand together. So I'm telling you, these are small books that you can just keep around and just carry it wherever you go. And these are important. Even if you have kids, you need to read these with your kids and let them know what's going down, because 2020 is going to be crazy. You already see it happening with the debates. People just get angry during this time. And then you're going to have to really understand yourself. You have to get more in tune with yourself. You have to vibrate on a higher conscious level compared to everybody else that's around you. And don't fall victim to that trap. Don't fall victim to that trap of this whole political system, because at the end of the day, the only political system that is going to work is you changing your lifestyle and changing your life. So Think and Grow Rich, everybody, by Napoleon Hill. Right here is going to be my top 5. You know what? I'm going to put 7 books, because I think there's another book that you're going to need. I have it over there. I don't want to go get it, but that's going to be the last one, which is going to be number 7. Number 3 is Working with the Laws. Now, I had this book a long time ago, and I just skimmed through it. The way I got this book is, remember, you have to give. In order, you give, like I said, you give without remembering, receive without forgetting. So this book right here, I had another YouTube channel, and I was giving away free books. I was doing like a book giveaway, and he won a book. I sent him a book, and he sent me a book back, and he sent me this one. Now, I didn't read the whole book fully, and that's my fault. But it was very important because, the 11 Truths and Principles for Success for Living. And, just skimming through it, reading chapter by chapter, not really diving in deep to it, because I'm the type of person who will have like 20 books at one time, and I'll go here and then I'll go there, whatever I'm going through at the time. But right now I'm learning more into just calm down, read one book, and get the nugget that you need. So this book right here is going to be important for 2020. It's gonna walk you step by step. Also, it's gonna give you the different laws and principles. Now, you don't have to follow or believe the principles, but if I was you, because I was listening to another video and he recommended this book, and I'm like, oh shit, I had that book. And he reads this book. He said he read it over 100 times, and he said before he dies, he's gonna read it more than 2,000 times. So that, God works in mysterious ways. I believe in the Creator. I believe in the higher power. So this right here, 2020, you have to get it. Working with the Law by Raymond Halliwell. Raymond Halliwell. Get this book. I can't really talk too much about it because I only skimmed through it and stuff like that. But this, all these is gonna be the book I read next, and just if he can do it, read it over 100 times. That's gonna be my thing. Probably read it like once a month, and every time I read it, just take a nugget from it. So remember, Working with the Law. Go get that book. This is very important, guys. If you don't take these steps in your life, somebody else is going to take the steps for you, and you're going to be making them rich. And the reason why depression and then everything hits is because you don't do the things that you need to do. So, I'm showing you and I'm telling you the books that you need. You just have to go get it, and I'll have it in my description. So like this video, share it, share it with your loved ones so they can get the books that they need for 2020. The next book I recommend for 2020. I've seen a couple of his interviews. I've seen a couple of his. I think he has a podcast. I'm not mistaken. He was on the Breakfast Club. This book right here is Unlearn. The 101 Simple Truths for a Better Life. The way I read this book is it breaks it down. So let's say you can go to page 1 and, okay, what he got for the day. You don't have to read this book in a week. You can read this book in 101 days. It's 101 simple truth. This right here, put it next to your bed. Boom, read number 1. Now you're gonna read number 1. Focus. Take it in. And the most important part is about unlearning. We learn so much bullshit through life that we keep and we think it's right, and sometimes it's not right. The way to knowledge, if you have a lot of knowledge, is that you know a lot of things. And the way to wisdom is that you're throwing away a lot of things. Wisdom, when you come with wisdom is just throwing things away. Boom, boom. Taking the stuff that you learned that is not really doing anything for you and throwing it away. And this is a great book about that, Unlearn. I think he used that quote in here. Let me see it. I think I got it from here. It's right here. To attain knowledge, add things every day. To attain wisdom, remove things every day. So for wisdom, man, you just gotta throw away the things that you think you know, throw it away and just start learning and start being focused and start vibrating on a higher level. Remember, Unlearn, the humble poet. He was a school teacher, I believe, in Canada. He was tired of being a school teacher, so he became a rapper and a poet and all that good stuff, man. Watch his videos, a great book to have. Unlearn, because most people need to unlearn. All right, that's 4 books now. We got, I said I was going to do 5, but I'm giving y'all 7. I'm being very, very ungrateful right now, being selfless. So the next book right here by Robert Morse is the Detox Miracle Source Book, Raw Foods and Herbs for Complete Cellular Regeneration. And what that means is you're going to be bombarded by so much bullshit in 2020 from all the presidential elections and higher rates. It's just, you're going to be bombarded by stuff. You're going to have your TV on, you're going to be on your phone, you're going to be on social media, and they're just going to be bombarding you with different things. And you need to cleanse your body. You need to have need to learn how to regenerate your body, regenerate your lifestyle, regenerate the way you think. And this Detox Miracle Source book is important. This right here is a book too that you don't have to just read through it, boom, 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 boom. It's just take a chapter. What you need to work on yourself. It's right here, chapter 9, Tools for Healthy Living. Read that, soak it in. People just want to read. Sometimes it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality of what you're reading. You can read 1,000 books and it don't mean nothing if you don't get nothing from it. So right here, the Detox Miracle Source book. If you're not listening to Robert Morse and his knowledge, then you're losing out. He's here in Florida. I do need to go see his clinic just to go and he's very deep into the science of iridology and a lot of detoxing and basically a fruitarian diet, raw fruit. Basically a lot of grapes. He loved detoxifying bodies with grapes and grapes and grapes and grapes. He said one of the best ways to detoxify your body is by grapes. So right here, the Detox Miracle Source book. Everybody should have that. If you're in a vegan lifestyle, plant-based lifestyle, this right here book is mandatory. And I think this book $29.95, but I think I got it on Amazon for cheaper. So Miracle Source book. That's book number 5. The next book that's gonna help. Sorry, I didn't want to burp, but it is what it is. Is the Greatest Salesman in the World. This right here too is a small book. Because it's going to be important for everybody on my channel who's watching my channel to create your own business, start your own business. Just start, you need to start, how you say this? You need to start relying on yourself and relying on the abilities that you have. That job mindset will kill you faster than anything else. Now, like I said, most people are going to need a job, and that's them, because having your own business, it might be stressful unless you're doing something that you love doing. But the way people get into depression is because they got people telling them what to do every day in their life. When you're young, you got your parents telling you what to do. When you go to college, you got the professor telling you what to do. When you start working at 9 to 5, you got your boss telling you what to do. So all through life, you have this mentality that you have to get your information from somebody else, and you have to be told by somebody else what to do, instead of believing in yourself and going into yourself and realizing like, yo, I can be a boss, and I can move past everything that I'm going through. So I read this book too. It's a small book. Even this book, you can read it in a day, maybe in a week. Just take little chunks of it. Like, you know, you go to chapter, let's go to chapter 7, where they really got titles for chapters, but just read The Greatest Salesman in the World. This right here too is in story form, and I love reading books in story form. And The Greatest Salesman in the World, almost the same size as The Richest Man in Babylon. This right here is not a book, it's a planner, a goal planner. Start writing your ideas, start planning your life. But y'all know about journals and stuff like that. And the last book, but not least for 2020, I was gonna go get it, but I didn't want to go dig into the books, is How to Win Friends and Influence People. That book will get you away from a lot of trouble. It will get you away from arguing. It will get you from out of the world of debating people that you don't need to debate with. With that book, I'm not even lying, it got me away from a lot of fights. It got me away from just negative people. With that book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, you learn to understand the psychology of how to deal with people. Basically, at the end of the day, how to deal with people. And it's important, how to win friends and influence people. To this day, the number one key nugget I get from that book is agree with somebody. They can be wrong, just agree with them, because it doesn't serve you nothing to be right all the time. If somebody, you know somebody's wrong, but you're in a regular setting, like, you know, you're right, boom, and I guarantee you can de-escalate everything if you agree with them. If somebody want to fight you and be like, man, I want to hit you in your face, man, you know you're right, man, just I don't have time right now, I gotta go, but next time you see me, boom, it's on. But just agree with them, start agreeing. I can remember a little story time. We were on a boat. My friend had a boat. We were on his boat. And what happened was, some people that we weren't with, because we were right off like a bar. So you can throw the anchor down. Your boat will be right by the bar. Like, you can swim, and there's like a bar over there. And some people that my friend knew was there. And what happens is, you can rent jet skis. So the jet skis, we parked the boat, and the jet skis were right by the boat. And he was leaning on it, one of the dudes, and he was getting on top of it just to sit down, because we didn't know him, so he didn't really come on the boat. However, the owners of the jet ski, which was a jet ski rental, came. He was arguing, blah blah blah, y'all messing, y'all on my jet skis, So we were walking up to there, and when I got up to them, he started cursing. But the way you de-escalate the situation, like, man, you know what? You're right. We don't even know him. We were, and we apologize if he did touch it. We don't know him. We'll let him know not to touch it. And everything I was saying to him is, you're right. You're correct. And put yourself in his situation. Be like, if I own the jet ski rental, I'll feel the same way. And you're right. And from there on, he stopped arguing, he stopped talking. He's like, yeah, man, because, things happen, and he settled down. And just by agreeing with him and telling him that he's right would de-escalate the situation quick. Maybe there's some situation that you're not going to be able to use it, but 99 to 95% of the time, just agree with them and get away from the argument. The thing is, in this world, everybody wants to be right, nobody can be wrong. And that's when things start to escalate to even bad situations. So How to Win Friends and Influence People is book number 7. Like I said, I was going to just give you 5, but those are 7 books that you're going to need for 2020. Thank you for watching my video.